walked into the ring with hardly a penny to his name, but by the end of his first professional fight, people couldn't stop whispering about him. It wasn't just the power behind those kicks, it was the precision, the eerie calm he radiated. How could a newcomer decimate opponents who had been training since before he was born? Rumors hinted at secret drills, questionable deals, and strategies most fighters wouldn't dare attempt. Today we explore the elusive rise of a Muay Thai phenom who shook the combat world to its core and might just rewrite the sport's future. Born in a small, unremarkable corner of Thailand, Superlek Kiatmuu9 started training at an age when most kids were still learning their multiplication tables. His first lessons took place in a cramped, no-frills gym known for its brutal regimens. Fighters there pushed themselves to the edge daily. Broken bones were common, and quitting was never seen as weakness, just inevitability for the faint of heart. Locals who watched him train spoke of his eerie focus. He'd throw the same combination 100 times until his knuckles bled, only to wipe them on a rag and continue. Some older fighters teased him for his relentless repetition, but before long, those same skeptics started to notice something. The kid was learning at an alarming rate. He adapted, refined, and repeated techniques until they felt almost preternatural. Despite the tough environment, he never seemed rattled, even when other young trainees bowed out with sprained ankles and swollen shins. Superlek stood tall. A few onlookers whispered that his stamina was inhuman, or that he might be enduring special enhancements. That talk, however, faded beneath his rising success. Little did they know, this was only the tip of an iceberg that would soon expand into a flurry of rumors and meteoric wins. By his teenage years, Superlek began stepping into amateur bouts. These weren't just friendly matches. Many fighters were older, heavier, and more seasoned. Yet within a few flurries of punches and those trademark kicks, he ended several contests before the judges even had time to settle in. His swift triumphs roused curiosity. Could someone that young actually possess such force? Or was there a hidden factor at play? Speculation soared. Some swore they spotted a local promoter who'd taken an unusual interest in him, possibly engineering matchups in his favor. Others believed that his gym had discovered a punishing but highly effective training method reserved solely for the most promising prospect. And then there were the hush-hush whispers about gear or boosters that might be fueling his explosive strength, though no concrete evidence ever surfaced. Regardless, fans couldn't look away. Every victory signaled he was ready for the next level. Invitations to more competitive promotions flooded in, and he stepped up without hesitation. In a matter of months, he went from obscure underdog to one of the most talked about emerging fighters in the scene. But beneath the surface, more serious controversies were brewing, ones that would follow him into the professional arena. Everyone agrees that Superlek's greatest weapon is his leg kick, a strike so powerful it leaves an echo in the rafters. Fighters known for ironclad defenses crumpled when he unleashed a few well-placed shots. It was like seeing a baseball bat smash into a tree trunk, only the tree trunk was another human's thigh. Spectators grew addicted to the spectacle, waiting for that moment of impact that seemed to resonate through the entire arena. Stories soon circulated about how he perfected those kicks. Some said he spent hours practicing on banana trees until they splintered, gradually deadening his nerves and building unimaginable shin strength. Others insisted he went through a daily regimen of strikes against water-soaked sandbags, rumored to be one of the harshest ways to harden one's legs. Then there was chatter about advanced breathing techniques, borrowed from old Muay Thai legends that channeled extra power into each blow. His gym remained tight-lipped, neither confirming nor denying these tales. In interviews, Superlek merely grinned when asked. He'd say it was all about dedication, but the twinkle in his eye hinted at something more. The public ate it up. He was quickly labeled a ghost-like enigma, and his budding mystique only grew. Still, power alone doesn't pave a champion's path. Mental resilience and tactical insight played just as big a role in his ascendancy. Superlek climbed the ranks, he began squaring off against prominent names in Muay Thai. The match that truly ignited public fascination was his showdown with Rodtang. Rodtang was notorious for his aggression and toughness. Many thought he'd finally expose Superlek's vulnerability. What followed was an electrifying bout marked by explosive exchanges and near knockout moments from both sides. When the dust settled, Superlek stood victorious, though some critics alleged biased judging and behind-the-scenes deals. According to a few bloggers, the fight was fixed from the start, orchestrated to catapult Superlek's stardom. Others argued that even if management had tried to meddle, there was no denying the authenticity authenticity of his knockout power. Ultimately, those claims evaporated into the online rumor mill, leaving only the thrill of a memorable match. Then came allegations that certain events were tailoring fight cards to protect their new star. Opponents were rumored to have mysterious injuries just before scheduled fights, replaced by less threatening stand-ins. No official statements confirmed these accusations, but speculation soared. Meanwhile, the fans who reveled in Superlek's thunderous finishes remained undeterred, eager to see whom he'd dismantle next. Not long after his victory over top-tier foes, big promotions started eyeing him like a winning lottery ticket. Contracts were signed, endorsements rolled in, and his matches began to headline major fighting events. Highlight reels of his knockouts went viral, flooding social media with captions like, "Is he even human?" Pundits praised his impeccable timing. He had a near supernatural ability to land decisive strikes at the exact millisecond an opponent let their guard slip. Yet other observers were less charitable. They pointed to baffling collapses mid-fight, seasoned warriors stumbling as though they'd been struck by a force beyond raw muscle. An undercurrent of doping rumors persisted, though none ever solidified into official inquiries. Fans worldwide, however, mostly seemed bewitched by the show. They clamored for tickets and swarmed online streams. The more controversy brewed, the more people tuned in to see if there was any truth to the rumors, or if Superlek was just that good. But even as he reaped the rewards of stardom, questions lingered about how his skills might translate beyond Muay Thai's tightly knit community. By age 29, many fighters peak, yet for Superlek, it felt like he was still revving up. He had already racked up belts in Muay Thai, captured the admiration of a global audience, and spawned 100 different conspiracy theories. But ambition knows no bounds. Insiders started murmuring about a leap into kickboxing or MMA, where new challenges and potentially bigger paydays awaited. Would his devastating leg kick remain as unstoppable against fighters accustomed to different stances or specialized takedowns? Some experts predicted he'd need to adapt, possibly amplifying his already formidable clinch game. Others insisted that if any fighter could handle the transition, it would be him, given his obsessive training methods and proven adaptability. Meanwhile, potential contracts with international promotions floated in the background. Whispers claimed certain organizations were preparing jaw-dropping offers, hoping to snag the fighter who had become synonymous with fearsome knockout power. Only time would tell if he'd leave Muay Thai behind to chase greater glory or stay loyal to the roots that forged him into a star. And with each passing rumor, anticipation built for the moment he'd confirm, one way or another, his ultimate path. Despite his impressive list of conquests, Superlek's journey is far from over. Rising talents pop up every season, some with leg kicks almost as menacing as his own. Older warriors return from hiatus, confident they've dissected his style and found its Achilles heel. And eager promoters tease the possibility of a grand rematch with Rodtang or another top contender who could finally steal the show from him. His defense has also become an intriguing topic. While much of the talk focuses on his offense, few appreciate how well he dodges strikes and counters with surgical precision. Analysts often replay his fights in slow motion, highlighting how he baits foes into dropping their guard a split second before unleashing a savage attack. Such craftiness suggests he's more than brute force. He's a student of the game, constantly learning and evolving. As hype around his next move intensifies, so does the debate over where he truly ranks among Muay Thai's greatest. Some argue that his legacy is already unshakable. Others say he has to dominate internationally to join the ranks of living legends. Whatever lies ahead, it's clear his story isn't finished. It's merely entering its most pivotal chapter. Yet the final act could unfold in unpredictable ways, guided by choices only he can make. Superlek Kiatmuu9 didn't just climb the Muay Thai ladder, he obliterated it. From the rough and tumble gym of his early years to the spotlight of sold-out venues, he carried with him a trail of defeated rivals and a swirl of rumors that only sharpened his mystique. Controversies, rivalries, and constant speculation became part of his identity, fueling fan interest and scrutiny in equal measure. Now, as he stands at the cusp of possibly redefining his career, fans around the globe hold their breath. Will he stick to Muay Thai, defending titles and staking his claim as one of the best strikers in history? Or will he leap into a new arena where fresh adversaries wait, eager to test their mettle against the man whose leg kicks have become the stuff of legend? No matter which path he chooses, one truth remains undeniable. He has single-handedly altered the conversation around what's possible in combat sports. Love him or doubt him, you can't deny the raw spectacle of watching him unleash havoc in the ring. If you think you've seen everything he can do, keep watching. The next chapter could be be his most shocking yet. The question that lingers is whether anyone out there can truly match his blend of power, precision, and cunning, whether his meteoric rise will meet a dramatic fall or continue defying all odds. Share your thoughts, because in a sport where a single well-placed kick can end everything, the difference between legend and memory can be decided in the blink of an eye.